Look what I got today. We got 6 little chickies. 2 Ida Browns, right? Isa Browns, Ida Browns. 2 Golden Lace Swing Wyandottes. And then the yellow ones, we're not sure, but they may be Cornish Cross. First time out on the grass. Cleaning their cage, so I'm letting them enjoy a little grass time. They seem to like it. All the babies are back inside after spending a couple hours outside on the grass. Cage is nice and clean. I'm enjoying having chickens. Well, the babies are getting big. Feathers are coming in, losing all their fluff. Won't be long they'll have their actual plumage. I'm enjoying having them. They're a lot of fun. So here's my project for today. I've got chicken coop. I bought some scratch grain. I'm going to be putting this together today and moving the chickens into it. It's a relatively small coop. Hopefully it'll be enough. So we'll talk to you soon. So, Producer's Pride Sentinel Chicken Coop. It's gonna have what I think is, this is the first time I've had chickens, so I think I have 4 full size and 2 bantams, but I won't know for sure for another probably month. The signs at Tractor Supply when my wife got my chickens were a little off, I think, but we'll find out for sure. So I'll show you sub-assemblies when I get to that point. So here it is, roughly laid out. That's the catch pan right here. One of the door panels for the inside of the coop. You got the sides, the ends, the other side, the back, and part of the nesting box and the lid for the nesting box. Well, the chickens spent their first night out in the coop. Right now I'm trying to teach them how to use the ramp, and they're being very reluctant. So I put some scratch grain on the steps and in the grass down below, trying to entice them. So it is my first time having chickens, as I said before, so I'm kind of playing it by ear on this, trying to teach them. So today's projects, I added a nipple waterer. Basically it comes through the roof there and I can fill it up without opening. It's got 4 spots, 3-inch PVC, and it's zip tied to the cage. And I did a new feeder out of a 5-gallon bucket. I can't remember the name of the kit I bought, but it was like 20 bucks, something like that. And I got the 2 feeder hoods and the 4 nipples and the hole saw and the drill bit to do the sizing for the nipples. Everything that was needed for putting it together. So I've got that. They've learned how to use the nipple water already. I think I said I put the I put the LED lights on for Predator at night. Also helps me when I come out here and close them up at night. It's on all 4 sides. So I had to put a block of wood in that one to be able to mount to. So The lights are nice and bright and work well. So far, modifications to the chicken coop are the lights, bored a hole in the roof. Some people will probably not like that, but whatever. Makes it easier for me to fill that water. And then the feeder, new feeder style. But other than that, the coop has stayed the same. And the chickens are doing good. So here's tomorrow's project. I've made basically skids. Those get tapered fronts and tapered backs. I'm going to take the coop. I'm going to put it on top of that frame. I'm going to drill holes, screw it down into the wood. Then I'm putting eye bolts at the front here and here, and eye bolts back there on either side. And then I can use the lawn tractor to drag it around the yard. Of course, you know, I'll have to take the feeder out and take the ramp off to drag it, but should work. At least I hope. So, chicken coop conversion to chicken tractor. Okay, so it's sitting on there. You can see in the frame there. Now the back is narrower than the front is. Well, what I'm calling the front. So I had to make it the same width as the back, which allowed me to have a little extra underneath there, which is not exactly what I wanted, but it'll work. Now I'm going to start drilling holes and screwing it to the surface. Okay, let's see here. See if I can get that to zoom in. So you have a screw there, there, and there. I've done the front. Now I'm going to work on the sides, and then I have to drill holes right over here and put some shouldered eye bolts on that end and on this end to be able to hook the chain to drag. So when I say a shouldered eye bolt, this is what I'm talking about. You see the shoulder, the nice flat surface for it. Shouldered eye bolts are for lifting and pulling against. Straight loads, not side loading, but straight loads. So you don't want to be pulling with it on an angle. But nice straight loads, shouldered eye bolts, that's what you want. So that's going to be what's installed on the front and back to be able to pull it with the chain and my lawn tractor. So I'll get one of those installed and I'll show you that. So it's not tight yet, but that's what it's going to mount like. So you've got a nylock nut on the back. So nylock is a locking nut, if you don't know that. It has a nylon edge to it. When the bolt goes into it, it gets gummed up in the nylon and keeps it from backing out. It's usually what they use in airplanes and anything with vibration. So you got the shouldered eye bolt. There'll be another one on that other corner, and then the other corners. So I'm going to go get a wrench to tighten this up, and then I'll do the other ones. Okay, so I have the shouldered eye bolts on all four corners. And I have the chain just sitting on top right now, but that'll pull out here in front, and then I'll drag it with the tractor that's over there. So hopefully that'll work. Those are not ground contact boards. Those are just standard stick framing boards, not treated with aluminizing or whatever you want to call it. Should get 4 to 8 years out of those boards. And after that, I'm not sure how the coop's going to be. So needless to say, it'll get me through. So there's the shackle onto the rear hitch, chain laying there. This is just for now. Tonight I'll take the ramp out and the feeder out, sit them up top, and I'll move it the length of, so I'll just move it basically to where the front of the tractor is where the front of the coop will be. So that way each day they are on some new clean area. You can kind of eat and fertilize and as they go. So they're doing good with the nipple water that I installed the other day. I still gotta cut all the zip ties off on that. Of course, I've got a chicken that keeps roosting on top of the bucket lid and pooping. So I'll be buying a bucket cone to keep them from hopping up there and roosting. But chickens are doing good. I've got them in the garden and they're eating up any of the weeds so I can get ready to plant. I'll till in the manure, so shouldn't have to worry about burning the plants. So when I put the garden in, but they're loving it. My chain setup's working pretty good. I may put a wheel on, flip up wheels on this to make it a little easier to move. So, but it's down the road a little bit. Birdies are getting big. Enjoy, ladies. Well, it's official. One of my ladies is not a lady. Right there. Mr. Poached is my rooster. So apparently one of my 5 chickens is a rooster. So still have not started laying, but they're getting really close. Sometime in the next couple of weeks. I'm actually surprised they already haven't started. But the coop is working pretty good. I think I'm going to move Poached into another area because I would prefer when they start laying eggs not to have fertilized eggs. It's just a personal opinion. So I was looking at some of my footage when I was putting things together and I lost some audio, but we'll see when I finish rendering if it's actually back. I put security lights on all 4 sides. They are solar lights with motion sensors, so that if anything comes near, the light comes on. That tends to scare any predators away. Again, there's another light. And one final one back here. So chickens are doing good. I'm very much enjoying having chickens. First timer, so it's been fun. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.